What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to go over the markets and discuss some of the things that are setting up here. If we go to our main names here, we can take a look over here. Okay. So, as you could see, we talked about this on Friday, but when we gapped down, we talked about how we expected for us to come back up above this resistance or support, now turn to resistance to fake some people out that were short. And I think that move there might lead us back to the 21 EMA. I think we might have faked some people out on this move down. People tried to get short, and then when we filled the gap, people started to scramble. And then I think that if you look from another perspective, the people that bought here thinking we're going to go higher stopped out for a loss, and they're scrambling to get back in as we push through the closing price of Thursday. All we don't have any sell signs yet. Here's a couple things to note. So if I zoom out, take a look at the volume on SPY. This is the biggest volume we've had during this consolidation, and it obviously was from buyers. Okay. Same thing for IWM since we had this pullback, and once we made that bottom, this is the biggest volume candle we've had. Pretty similar with the Qs, but most notable on SPY. For DIA, not as much. But we also have other things that are just pointing towards the obvious pieces. So we've got momentum. You can see we had this strong move down. As soon as momentum flipped, we stopped having this bullish or bearish push to the downside. Momentum started to flip and we started to head higher. Same thing on across all indexes. And then we were starting to get some oversold buy signals here. The VIX. So if you take a look at the VIX up here, you'll see that we had this the break below the 21 EMA. So let's go to a bigger picture on the VIX. So if we look at the VIX, you can see in the recent past, every time we have gotten a push up to this $23 level. So here, 23.50, here, has been met with a move back down to $15. Now this time might be different, but the past three times, and then this one here as well. Four. So really, if you look at just simple push above, as simple as above, let's see, $22. We've seen one, two, three, four, five, six times where we have gone above 22 and flush back down to 15 every time. Now, similar story here. But if we're looking with this perspective, you can see we've got this one time. So one, two, three, four, five, six. One of those six times has not been met with a move back to the $15 mark. So that should give us some reason to believe that we may push to back to the upside. Or on the indexes. So I am looking for at least a little more of a push below 20 and see what happens from there. And then so with that, we can see that once we broke below the 21 EMA, which is support. We broke below that, retested a couple times and broke 20. So there's not much support down here. So we probably are going to see a little bit more downside action, which goes along with the thesis of a continuation to the 21 EMA. Now, why did I think that this gap was going to result in being bought up? Well, because if you look where the put call closed on Thursday, it was at 0.94. And the last times it did that was this day here where we gapped up, this day here where we gapped up, and we saw 2 days of follow through here, 1 day of follow through here, so it wasn't too much. But I am looking for, can we get another day of follow through for a push to the upside? Yeah, I'm looking for us to go to the 21 EMA on the indexes, and then from there, that will kind of learn the deciding point of where we may go next. At this point, I think that if we can get above it quickly, the 21 EMA and the 200, we could recover and trade higher. But at this point, I'm looking for if we come up to this and we reject, and then that will be a confirmation of a downtrend. This is the first reversal we've had off of the downtrend. Okay. So we go. Um, I think that it's also a possibility that maybe we trade up to the 21 EMA and reject, which kind of happened back here where we came down and then got to push back up to the 21 right in here and then continued our flush. So I'm interested to see if that's going to be the case this time. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm looking for here. And from there, let's take a look at some setups here. So that's what I'm looking for in the short term. So pop up to the 21. We've been talking about this for a while. I'm waiting to see. So right now I'm short term bullish until we get a pop up into here, and then we kind of decide from there. So that level that we're looking for is right around 490 for SPY or QQQ. SPY 570-ish. No, closer to 575. So right around there. And yeah, so those are the two main indexes that I'm paying attention to. Now, there's a couple themes that are starting to pop up that have nice looking setups. So KIE, which is the real estate ETF, had a buy signal on Thursday, has weekly buy signals. There's the last time we had weekly buy signals on it. There's the time before we had weekly buy signals. So I am looking for, can we get a breakout to the upside on insurance names? And a ton of them are setting up. So here are my favorite ones. So AFL. So this one, I think once we get a break above here, I think this resistance level at around 109, we can see a nice breakout of this and have a move back up into new highs. So we do have a little bit of resistance at the all-time highs. It's probably going to end up being right around 115. So watch out for that. But I think we do have an upside move here into new all-time highs for AFL. Another one that's just been kind of rocking and rolling is AJG. So this is another real estate name. So this one has been strong trending. If you look at the weekly chart, you can see it's been very bullish. Strong chart. We had this weekly buy signal that gave us this move here. So what I'm looking for is maybe we get a little more follow through, but I definitely like AFL for more upside rather than that. Then another one that I'm looking at that I do like is so ITA. This is the U.S. Aerospace and Defense. So here, what I'm looking for is, can we get a breakout to the upside on this one? We had a weekly buy signal back in here. We're kind of just hanging out now. But I am looking for, can we get some follow through on this? And I think that if the market does bounce, like I'm looking for it to do, I think these will be the leading spots. So some ones that I'd be paying attention to are RTX, which we traded last week. We got in on this day right here and got this nice move up and closed the rest there on Friday. And then some other ones that I think look great is GE. So this is the highest weighted one in TEA or ITA. Yep. And I think that this one could see a nice breakout as well. So I am looking for a setup in this chart to break out to the upside, just along with the aerospace and defense names. We had a nice bounce off the 21 EMA on the weekly chart. We can probably head up to 220-ish. So I'm looking for potential move to, yeah, around 215, 220. HWM, this is a great looking chart as well. So this weekly trend is probably my favorite. So you can see we have buy signals on the daily. We've retested 130 multiple times and have held. And so I think that we can go make a new high because every time we've had a pullback here, we've held the 21 and we've bounced and made a new high. We've bounced and made a new high, bounced and made a new high. So I am expecting us to probably do the same thing and possibly go back up and test 140. So this one I think is a great opportunity for a buy. And then another name that doesn't have too much of a theme, but does look good. Looks great, actually, probably the most buy signals out of anything out there right now. We've got a 60-minute buy, 240-minute buy, daily buy, weekly buy, and I thought there was a monthly buy. Yep. And there's a monthly buy signal here on VEV. So this one is in the package software space. So this one looks great for a breakout. I think that we got the first weekly buy signal here. I think that we've had prices getting tight. You can see we're trading within the range of this large expansion candle. So maybe a week or two, as long as it holds above the 21 EMA, I think that we can go see 265 on this one. I think that you can see that this has been holding the 21 EMA really well. So when it gapped up off of earnings, it came and tested the 21, held it and pushed up higher, came back down, held the 21, had a fake below, reclaimed it and retested it and held. And then we retested again on Friday and we've held and continue to hold. I think 240 is probably the level that it needs to beat to move higher. As you can see, we had rejections here, 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 and here. So we break above that, we're headed to 250 pretty quickly. So that's another one that I like. And then here's the other ones that I've got on my watch list. I'm not going to run through them all, but you can take a screenshot and check these out yourself. This is the list here. I can probably move this down in the secondary. These are the names that I'm keeping an eye on into this week. Mainly, these are weekly charts that have really nice setups, like FTNT. They're just all like I can add PLTR on here. That one is holding its weekly 21 extremely well and seeming to bounce. So just needs a bit of time to consolidate and set up a buy signal or something like that to be able to play this to the upside. So that's kind of what I'm watching. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, comment down below. Give this video a like, and I'll see you for the market soon.